What is up, guys? It is me, Birthroad, and welcome back to another video. As you could tell by the title of the screen and everything, that we're going to be ranking anime endings. Now, there are obviously going to be spoilers in here, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled, I would skip ahead when it gets to an anime that you want to watch or have not seen, right? Or, maybe just don't watch it, right? YouTubers shouldn't say don't watch their video, right? But, I hate for somebody to get spoiled. But let's get started. So first we got Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Loved this show. It was a great show, but I do think the ending is very overrated. I personally did not like the ending. I thought it was, the last episode was the worst episode out of the show, in my opinion. I thought the show was pretty good, though. What else is good is if you guys hit the subscribe button if you like this content, right? But anyway, yeah, I wasn't really a fan because for me it seemed like David was doing it more for himself. Like, he just got addicted to the gear and stuff and was just putting it on Lucy. Like, he was basically blaming Lucy for how he was going out, for how his life was going, which really, I mean, is kind of true, but not in the right way. Like, he wasn't blaming her saying, you put me in this or anything like that. He was saying more like, my love for you is causing me to do this, which is going to make her feel even worse. He did the exact opposite of what he wanted to do, really. Like, he wanted to free Lucy. He ends up dying, and now she lives with the fact that she got him killed. I wasn't a big fan of that ending. I don't think it was terrible, though. I'm going to put it in mid. What would be terrible, though, is if you guys missed my subathon, which we should be live right now. December 28th is when it starts. Not sure when this tier list is going to be releasing, but December 28th, my subathon's starting. Link in the description, twitch.tv/birthroad. Hope to see you guys there. Now we have Samurai Champloo, which is a pretty good anime, a really good watch, I will say. And so their goal was to meet the samurai who smelled like sunflowers, aka Fu's dad. And when they get there, they finally meet the samurai who smells like sunflowers. He gets killed right in front of her. It's pretty sad, pretty depressing, and then they basically end up fighting off all the other people there, all the people that wanted Mugen and Jin dead because they were supposed to die. And they were trying to be killed. There's people hunting both of them, and they ended up defeating both of them. And then they all went their separate ways, which I was like, oh, come on, man. Fu found a family. Like, she even said, like, this was like a family to her, and that she needed to stay with them. And then at the end, they just split up. I know they didn't have the same goal anymore, but I feel like we're missing some closure there. Like, I wish they would have stayed together too, right? Like, that was really a family for them. I get why Mugen would go away, but at least Jin, right? Like, come on, man. It was still good, but definitely not perfect. Next, we have JJK, so there obviously are manga spoilers in here too. I know it says anime endings, but, as long as they follow the manga, we know how they're going to end. And the JJK one just quite simply wasn't that good. There's so much, missing context. Like, there's definitely multiple videos out there. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. They're very loud. But there's definitely a lot of videos out there going over, the JJK ending and stuff. So you can go watch deep dives on that. But they missed out on, so much information that just was never revealed. Like, stuff that we kind of need to know. And now we just need the author to tell us what happened. So I'm going to say bad. Next, we have Cowboy Bebop. Obviously, this is... Or not obviously, but this was made by the same person who made Samurai Champloo. So another fantastic show. And this ending was perfect. It was. This could be the only ending on here that does go into perfect. I'm not sure. I don't remember what other anime are on here, but it is honestly perfect. Like, Cowboy Bebop is such a fantastic anime. I love it. It is great. And yeah, the ending as well. I mean, it was the perfect way to go out. And, I also do relate to Spike a lot. So, for me, it's a little more, sentimental, I guess. But yeah, I sure do hate cats myself, so perfect. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's also not a great ending. It's not in that Y category, but it's similar to things like JJK. Like, a lot of stuff just not really explained. The ending could have just been a lot better, right? And plus, Muzan and Tanjiro are both incredibly boring. So it's like, that being the last thing kind of sucks. So I'm going to say bad. Next, we have Full Metal Alchemist. Honestly, such a beautiful ending, and I love Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was a fantastic anime, such an emotional anime all the way through. And the ending, they finally got Alphonse's body back. Edward ends up, I believe, living with Winry, or no, sorry, he admits his love for Winry or whatever, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it was just awesome to see everything come together at the end. So I'm going to say perfect as well for Full Metal Alchemist. Next we have Fire Force. Now this one I roughly know, like I don't know the full details, but I do kind of know what happens, and it, I don't want to say it sucks, but it does suck that it turns into like a new universe, right? So it's good, but I can't say it's perfect because you still wish like Shinra, Arthur, and all them were there, so I'm going to say good. Next we have Trigun, which is my most recently finished anime, and Trigun is pretty solid. But what would I say about the ending, right? The ending just lacked a little bit of closure. Like, did Vash and Meryl get together? Like, that's really all I wanted to know, right? That's what it lacked pretty much. So I can't say it's a perfect ending, but it was pretty good, right? We obviously know what was going to happen to Millie. Millie's just going to stay with Meryl because of what happened to Wolfwood, but Vash and Meryl, it would be nice to see what happened with them. So I'm going to say good. Next we have Yu Yu Hakusho. A lot of people hate this ending. I personally loved it. I thought it was great. I think it was perfect? No. But I like the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't really understand why people hate on it so much. I thought it was pretty good. So, yeah, that's a little confusing to me. I think it's personally great. And I'm going to put it in the good category. But I like this ending. I don't know why people hate on it so much. Yusuke finally went back to Keiko, and it was a beautiful moment, man. You know, I liked it. The only problem with the ending was just like Kuwabara wasn't involved enough, right, in that last like arc. But I would say it was good. It was a good ending. Ghost in the Shell, oh man, such a great movie. You guys know I rave about this movie all the time. I haven't seen many anime movies, but it's definitely the best one I've seen. Such a good story. The ending is really great as well. Honestly, I'd say it's perfect. It's a perfect ending. Motoko, you know, getting all, like, I don't know, just becoming human. It's just nice, man. It's good. Next we have GTO. So I did go off of the anime here. GTO, I was debating on leaving it on here or not, because if you don't know, they still do make the manga for GTO because it's long as shit. I'm pretty sure they do. I could be wrong about that, but I wanted to go off just the anime because the anime is such a short part of the story and honestly isn't really connected to the manga. Like, it is because it's based off one of the mangas, but there's so much missing from it. Like, you're missing like the entire main plot of GTO is when like Onizuka was becoming a gang member and everything like that. Like, all of that is missing. Like, this is pretty much a standalone anime. So yes, although it comes from the manga, it is like a standalone. Like I said, that's what it feels like. So that's why I still decided to include it. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of mid for me. Like, why do you have to leave him, man? You know, it was like bittersweet. There's a lot of closure missing there as well. And who knows, did he ever get cleared and stuff like that? I'm gonna say mid. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. Next we have Death Parade. It's another one as well that, like, it doesn't lack closure. Like, everything that happened in the show, you kind of knows what happens from there. But it has a cliffhanger in the ending, which is so weird because this is never getting another episode. Why was there a cliffhanger at the end? Like, that didn't make really much sense to me. Like, I was left confused about the old guy, right? But it was still very good. It's just, other than that, I was like, why did it end that way? Then we have My Hero, Put the Fries in the Bag, Deku. No, it's definitely not a, like, amazing ending, but it's definitely overhated. I would say it's more in the mid. I don't think the ending of My Hero is nearly that bad. Obviously, a lot of people think it's bad because Deku ends up being, you know, a straight male. Even though he's been a straight male the entire show, people were mad at that. So, yeah, I'm going to put it mid. Next, we have Code Geass. Gosh, this ending is so good. Like, how to be so successful, it's just crazy. Like, he led this entire rebellion and really, also, I think this says Code Geass Resurrection. I just picked the first Code Geass one. This is obviously the Lelouch of the Rebellion, right? But he just was so perfect in every, like, single way of, like, he reformed his entire nation. And with everybody ready to betray him, he went out like a hero. So, yeah, I'm going to say perfect. So good. Mob Psycho. A lot of people were hating because the third season was anime only, but that's because Mob Psycho, correct me if I'm wrong, had a rushed finish so he could work on One Punch Man. And so that wasn't really what the ending was supposed to be. So they let the anime make an entire new season for the final ending. And it was beautiful. Like, it was the best season of anime I've ever seen. Like, the best 12 episodes of an anime, that was it. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. Like, I genuinely cried at the last episode for so long. It was so good. That was a perfect ending. Assassination Classroom, the ending's probably really the only memorable thing from the show, and it was good. But just the fact that the show's pretty forgettable, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the characters are, and the only real moment you remember is the Koro dying. You know, it was sad. I do remember it being sad, but I just can't put it in perfect. It's just too forgettable. I'm going to put it in good. Next, we have Naruto. If you don't know, Naruto is my favorite show ever. Not even just anime, my favorite show. I love Naruto. I've rewatched it so many times, and I will continue to rewatch it a ton because I love Naruto. But let's be honest, the biggest critique Naruto has, every single time anyone talks about the bad part of Naruto, it's the ending. It probably has the worst ending of any show I've ever watched. And that's being honest, you know, and it's still my favorite show. That just goes to show how good it is. But the ending is honestly horrible, and that's why I put the Y category. I don't know if anything else makes the Y category, but Naruto does. Why are you ending it with Kaguya? Why? It could have been Madara, bro. It's just perfect already, and then they ruined it. So I'm gonna say why. And that was it. So that's all of our endings. Yes, this one was a little bit shorter, but I haven't, like, most anime just are not finished. Even a lot of the older ones, like you look at Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Dragon Ball, like so many old shows aren't finished, and new shows. So it's like, yeah, I haven't seen that many anime with a lot of endings. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Subathon going on probably right now. Twitch.tv/birthroad in the description. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.